From Jennifer Lawrence practicing the art of archery to Leonardo DiCaprio learning a rare native language, actors go through a lot before getting into their new roles. And today, I'll list the actors who learned impressive skills for their projects, starting with Daniel Day-Lewis. Daniel Day-Lewis, who played the role of Bill the Butcher Cutting in Gangs of New York, is known for his intense preparation and commitment to his roles. To prepare for the role of the Butcher, Day-Lewis learned the art of butchery. He worked in a butcher shop for several months, learning how to handle a knife, cut meat, and prepare carcasses. What's more, Day-Lewis is known for his ability to master different accents for his roles. For Gangs of New York, he worked with a dialect coach to perfect a mid-19th century New York accent. And it doesn't end there. In the movie, Bill is a skilled fencer. Day-Lewis therefore also underwent intensive fencing training, learning the footwork, parries, and lunges required to carry out the sword fighting scenes. Talk about dedication. And he's not the only one. The next actor on the list was dedicated to being an awesome driver to play the part. And oh baby, he totally did it. It's Ansel Elgort. The Divergent star, who played the lead role of Baby in the movie Baby Driver, underwent extensive training to prepare for the role. Elgort learned advanced techniques from professional stunt drivers, including high-speed drifting, handbrake turns, and precision driving. He also spent time practicing on a closed course to improve his skills. In the movie, Baby is a talented getaway driver who relies on music to help him concentrate and time his driving. And for that, Elgort spent time with a professional DJ to learn how to mix and scratch records like a real DJ. Skrillex who? I only know DJ Elgort. And since the driving scenes in Baby Driver are choreographed to match the beat of the music, so Elgort had to learn how to time his driving to the rhythm of the songs. Whoa. And he choreographed for even the non-driving scenes, such as walking and dancing to the music. And it all makes sense because Baby wasn't just a driver, he was one of the dopest drivers in cinematic history. And kudos to Elgort for making Baby look so effortlessly cool. And you know who else is cool? The next actress has a long list of skills that she learned before embodying the character of a dystopian series. It's Jennifer Lawrence. The Don't Look Up star, who played the lead role of Katniss Everdeen in the Hunger Games series, underwent much physical and technical training to prepare for her role. In the movie, Katniss is an expert archer, and Lawrence had to learn to shoot a bow and arrow accurately. She trained with Olympic archers for several months to learn the proper technique and form, and she even injured herself while filming the archery scenes. Yikes! But Katniss wasn't limited to just archery. In the movie, she also engages in hand-to-hand combat, and the 32-year-old learned how to fight very convincingly. She trained with stunt coordinators to learn different types of combat and defense techniques. And then, in the Hunger Games Catching Fire, Lawrence had to climb a large rock face. So, she trained with a professional climber to learn how to do it safely. And what's more, in the Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 1, the passenger star trained with the free diving instructor to improve her lung capacity and breath-holding ability to film a scene where Katniss swims underwater while holding her breath for an extended period. Is there something she didn't do for the Hunger Games? Because I'm impressed. But enough about Katniss and more about the next star, who even shaved her head for the role. I mean, that must have been tough. It's Charlize Theron. For her part as Imperator Furiosa in Mad Max Fury Road, the actress underwent rigorous physical training. Theron trained in several forms of martial arts, including Krav Maga and boxing, to prepare for the film's intense action scenes. The Bombshell star also worked with military advisors to learn the proper techniques for handling weapons. And that's not all. To prepare for the demanding stunts and action sequences in the movie, Theron underwent a rigorous training regimen. She worked with a professional trainer to improve her fitness and build muscle mass. And since Furiosa also has a prosthetic arm in the film, the monster star had to train with a special effects team to learn how to move and realistically act with a prosthetic arm. I call that badass. But not as badass as the next actor on the list, who lost massive weight to portray the role before getting shredded for Thor: Love and Thunder. It's Natalie Portman. The no-strings-attached actress underwent not only physical but mental training to prepare for her role as Nina Sayers in the movie Black Swan. Portman had to learn ballet from scratch for her role in the movie. She trained for at least 5 hours a day for several months with professional ballet dancers, and also underwent intense daily rehearsals to master the technique and form of ballet. All of this happened while she was busy filming her other projects. Her schedule must have been pretty hectic, I assume. In addition to ballet, Portman also had to learn gymnastics for the film's more acrobatic and physically demanding scenes. The Thor star also worked with an acting coach to develop the right technique and approach for the role, to fully embody the character's psychological and emotional state. Portman's preparation for Black Swan was a combination of physical, technical, and mental training. Her dedication and hard work paid off. She won numerous awards, including she won the Oscar for Best Performance in a Leading Role for her powerful and haunting portrayal of Nina Sayers. And I've got to say, she deserved it. But hey, at least she didn't have to ice skate like the next star on the list. I'm talking about Margot Robbie. To convincingly portray Tonya Harding, Robbie had to learn how to figure skate, which included mastering the technical elements, spins, and jumps. She trained with a professional figure skating coach for months to learn the necessary skills, and her trainer says that she is a natural. What's more, to accurately portray Harding's physique during her skating career, Robbie had to lose weight and maintain a lean physique throughout filming. The Babylon star worked with a nutritionist and a personal trainer to achieve the desired look. If this wasn't much to do already, the role of Tonya Harding required Robbie to tap into the character's emotional and psychological state, which she achieved through extensive research and preparation. She worked with a psychologist and went into depth to understand the character's struggles and motivations, to portray the most realistic and raw emotions. And that she did, and she did it beautifully. And I can say the same for the next two actors, who straight up learned a unique language for their roles in The Revenant. It's Leonardo DiCaprio and Tom Hardy. These two amazing actors had to learn a lot before embodying their roles in the 2015 Western/adventure movie. To portray the characters in the film, both actors had to undergo survival training, which included learning how to build a fire, hunt for food, and navigate through the wilderness. Both actors also had to work closely with animals during filming, including horses, wolves, and bears. They were trained to interact safely and realistically with the animals. Not only that, but DiCaprio's character travels through the wilderness, which, to be exact, is home to the Arikara people. Fun fact, the Arikara language is only spoken by a few elders in North Dakota, and was taught to DiCaprio and the rest of the cast by an indigenous cultural consultant, and their hard work didn't go to waste. The film received 12 Oscar nominations and 3 wins, including DiCaprio's first. Well, that's all on the actors that learn new skills for their roles.